Top Berlin sites and attractions. One of Berlin's most significant structures, the Brandenburg Gate, is a landmark and a symbol with a long history. The large sandstone gate in the middle of the city is hardly any other location on so many tourist selfies. The Brandenburg Gate was formerly a symbol of division since, following the erection of the Berlin Wall, it was situated in a zone that was off-limits to residents of either East or West Germany. The gate was elevated to a representation of German togetherness after the wall fell. King Frederick William II, who ordered the massive sandstone gate as a dignified finale to the majestic promenade, Unter den Linden, is responsible for Berlin's Brandenburg Gate. The gate is frequently cited as one of classical architecture's most stunning structures. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Berlin is the Reichstag building, with its renowned glass dome. The Bundestag, the German parliament, is housed there. Visit the Reichstag building to get a close-up look at the place where politics are made, with its stunning glass dome and rooftop terrace. The Spree in the heart of the city, and the building itself, take care of the rest. Berliners and visitors swarm to the expansive grass in front of the government building throughout the summer. Without the TV tower, what would Berlin be like? Not just the highest building in Germany, but also the most recognizable landmark in the city, standing tall on Alexanderplatz. Numerous tourists travel the quick elevator up to the tower sphere every day to take in the breathtaking views of the entire city. The best part, the observation platform rotates once around itself every hour, so you don't even need to move to take in a panoramic vista. On what used to be East Berlin, you may find the TV tower. The GDR acquired a facility with a huge transmission tower that could transmit across the country. The beginning of construction was in 1964. The TV tower was able to start operations in October 1969, after 4 years of development. The TV tower on Alexanderplatz continues to be a popular tourist attraction in Berlin. A restaurant is on the top floor. Here, if you can get a window seat, reservations highly advised, you can eat a gourmet dinner and take in all of Berlin. One of Europe's most impressive museum complexes is Berlin's Museum Island. The remarkable architectural ensemble in the city's center was created by 5 architects. Over 3 million people visit the museum each year, and both the architecture and the exhibitions are worthwhile. Visitors to the exhibitions, which feature items and artifacts from prehistory to the 19th century, can explore them independently or as part of a guided tour. Since 1999, Museum Island has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and restoration work is currently being done there gradually. The James Simon Gallery, the new welcome structure, serves as a visitor center. 4 of the 5 museums on Museum Island ought to be reachable from this point. One of Berlin's most significant and popular attractions is the historic border crossing, Checkpoint Charlie. During the period of German division, the location on Friedrichstraße, that currently draws large groups of tourists from Germany and other countries, served as a military checkpoint. Even though the wall has long since vanished, and reproductions have taken the place of Checkpoint Charlie's turnpikes and watchtowers, curiosity in the former border crossing is still quite high. In the neighborhood is also where you'll find the Wall Museum. a huge pole bearing the picture of a soldier, rises into the sky in the center of Friedrichstrasse, Berlin's principal thoroughfare from north to south. A tiny wooden barrack, with flags and sandbags, is located at the base of the mast. The barracks are a reproduction, and the sacks were long ago filled with concrete, rather than sand, but that hasn't diminished the attraction of the location. The former military checkpoint was under American authority, when Berlin was split into East and West. The only people who were permitted to cross the border here were foreigners, staff members of the Federal Republic of Germany's permanent mission in the GDR, German Democratic Republic, and GDR authorities. The German, French, and Zonzerthaus cathedrals, which surround the Gendarmenmarkt Square, are its most iconic structures. Concert hall. They come together to create one of Berlin's most breathtaking architectural ensembles. The Gendarmenmarkt's turbulent past dates all the way back to the 17th century. Every stage of history has left its mark on architecture. On the basis of Johann Arnold Nering's plans, the Gendarmenmarkt was constructed at the end of the 17th century. French immigrants, primarily Huguenots, had established in this area at that time. Esplanade, Lindenmarkt, Friedrichstadtschen Markt, and Neuer Markt were the names given to the marketplace over the years. Finally, Gendarmenmarkt was given to it in 1799. The guardhouse and stables of the Gendarmes, a Prussian regiment, made up of French Huguenot troops, were situated here from 1736 to 1782, hence the name. Most Berliners refer to the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe as the Holocaust Memorial. One of Berlin's most spectacular sights is the memorial, which was unveiled in May 2005, and is close to the Brandenburg Gate. The Holocaust Memorial is made up of a field of 2,711 concrete steles that are arranged in an undulating pattern and may be accessed from all directions. Visitors may briefly become disoriented when moving between the variously sized columns and the labyrinthine hallways. This should provide an opportunity for conversation. The Information Center, located beneath the memorial, has themed rooms where it details the atrocities committed during the Nazi era. The memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, as it is officially known, was decided to be constructed in the neighborhood of the Brandenburg Gate by the Bundestag in June 1999. On May 10, 2005, the memorial was formally opened after 2 years of development. As planned by New York architect Peter Reisenman, 2,711 steles were erected in a field measuring roughly 19,000 square meters. The monument serves as Germany's main Holocaust memorial. One of the most visited attractions in the city is the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church, which serves as West Berlin's symbolic heart. In 1943, the Allied forces bombed the original West Tower, which was subsequently largely destroyed. Its impressive ruins are now rising into the sky as a monument to international harmony. Numerous other popular Berlin attractions, like the Berlin Zoo, Kurfürstendamm, and the Kardewie department store, are located close by to the well-known landmark. The church's derelict spire looks striking from a distance. Although it was partially reconstructed after being destroyed during World War II, this was done on purpose. Instead, its ruins serve as a protest against violence and devastation. The Victory Column with Victoria, the goddess of victory, in the midst of the Tiergarten, is one of Berlin's most famous sights and a popular tourist site. The winged sculpture on the Victory Column, in the west of the city, is clearly seen from a distance. The monument, which was built initially to honor Germany's victories over other countries, has long since acquired a new significance in the minds of the general population. The Victory Column and the techno event Love Parade are now intimately related. Each year, the final rally was held at the base of the well-known structure. A vantage point provides a fantastic view of the Tiergarten and the adjoining Bellevue Palace from the top of the 69-meter high tower. This old section of the Berlin Wall has been transformed by artists into the biggest open-air gallery in the entire globe since German reunification. Few tourists who visit Berlin do not take a selfie in front of the East Side Gallery before leaving the city. After the unification of Germany, several painters painted the 1.3-kilometer section of the Berlin Wall. The world's longest open-air gallery now occupies the space of the previous grey separating wall, a reminder of the Iron Curtain. Artists transformed the artifact from a period of separation into a vibrant testament to the freedom of expression with their imaginative wall paints. After the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, artists from all over the world flocked to the city, inspired by the extraordinary events that so abruptly altered the course of history. They wished to leave a lasting testament to their happiness and the renewed hopes they had experienced. In previous years, wall paintings, which could only be discovered on the western side of the wall, had been a major draw for tourists to Berlin. The gloomy grey of the wall was turned by the artists into works of art that evoked a sense of liberation and amity. Gifts and merchandise with the theme of Berlin are included in the description.